Excuse how I look. I'm just waking up with the baby. Today is, what is today? Monday, December 19th. I am in the middle of my cryo calendar for my IVF cycle. Um, so this morning I am just getting ready to, my alarm just went off to take my morning vitamins, pills, supplements, whatever. So I'm getting ready to do that. Um, I do an old wives' tale of eating 2 Brazil nuts a day and drinking pomegranate juice, which is theoretically supposed to help thicken your lining. So I am in the process of doing that. I take this Ovasitol powder twice a day because the metformin pill makes me sick, so this is what we do instead of that. And I just put the Ovasitol powder right into here, as you can see, and I just need to shake it up and drink it. It doesn't really have a taste at all. In addition to that, I'm taking 2 prenatal vitamins, 1 estradiol or estrase tablet, 1 prednisone tablet, and a doxycycline tablet. The doxy is twice a day. The estrase or estradiol is currently twice a day. I just finished doing it 3 times a day for 5 days, and now I'm back on twice a day until they tell me to stop. The prednisone is once a day until they tell me to stop. So I'm getting ready to take all of those things. Tonight will be day, let's see, today is Monday, so tonight will be day 3 of my PIO injection, progesterone and oil, which is the intramuscular booty shot. I hate PIO. I have always hated PIO. It's always hurt. It's always left knots. It's just always been traumatizing to me. So I did not record myself with these injections the past 2 nights because of that fear and knowing how I would react to it. However, I purchased this little item that is a game changer. I have been seeing it all over Facebook, all over TikTok, YouTube videos about this little device. It's an auto injector, which it comes from, I want to say somewhere in the UK, because when you purchase it, it's in euros. But US dollars, it probably was like 120. And it came in 2 days. I ordered it while I was on vacation. It was here when I came back. This thing, had I known about this through all of my cycles of IVF, I would have definitely purchased this. When I say it makes that injection so seamless, painless, easy to do, it's just absolutely amazing. Like the first night when I used it, I was like, wait a minute, is the needle even in there? Because you can't feel anything. And I think it's just the swiftness of how quick that it actually injects it, that you can't feel it. So I'll just, I'm gonna grab a syringe to kind of show you guys. This might not be the right size. I'm just gonna kind of show you guys how it works. So once you've drawn up your PIO, and you're like ready, it's time for your injection, you'll get ready to load it in here. So there's like these 2 little white pieces that kind of hook the needle into it, and then there's this little divot right here. You have to make sure that this part of the syringe sits in between there, because it kind of holds it in place. So you kind of just put this in and press it down until you hear it click into those pieces. And like I said, I didn't do that right. That part of the syringe needs to be through there. So this is pretty much ready to go. I put the needle in here with the cap still on it because you want it to remain sterile. I don't take this needle off until I am absolutely ready to set and inject. So what you do once it's in is you're going to pull it back. You'll see this little red indicator here. On the other side is the inject button. If I push this while the red indicator is, while the red part is showing, it's not going to go anywhere. While it's back like this is when you want to work on placement. So the great thing about this is that it has a light. The bottom is the light, this is the needle. So you want to make sure this top part is wherever you're wanting to inject. You press it up against your skin, it's going to blink a little bit, and then you put a little bit of pressure. And once that light is constant is when you're set to inject. When you're ready to inject, you move this from red to green. Now, if I were to push the trigger now, it is ready to inject. So you want to, I'm showing you on my arm, but of course it's done on my backside. When I get a little more comfortable, I will actually show you guys through the injection, but this is just for demonstration. So you line it up. When the light is no longer blinking, you know that it's ready to inject. You will then push the release button and it shoots that needle right into you. Of course, no cap would be on. Once that needle is in, you do have to physically push the medication in. So you'll be, like this wouldn't be down, it would be up. So onto green, inject, and then you physically have to push the medication into you. It's a little difficult when you're doing it by yourself and you're doing it on your backside, like how to maneuver your hands, but I always figure it out. Total game changer. I have an appointment this morning for a lining check, and I'm going to talk to them about it because while I was on vacation, I was supposed to have an appointment to do lining check, blood work, and kind of get them to mark me for my PIO. I want to make sure that I am putting it in the right place because I don't know, just in my head, I feel like the fact that it's not hurting is not sitting well with me. I just want to make sure that it's going where it's supposed to go. So tonight's day 3 of PIO. As long as everything looks good today, my transfer is set for this Thursday, the 22nd. I don't really know how I'm feeling. I am just cautiously optimistic, like we're praying and hoping for the best. But I try to not get myself so worked up about it. Or so, I don't want to say, for lack of better words, involved in it. To kind of like, God forbid, there be heartbreak. Or something doesn't go right. So I try to just be in this optimistic space, hoping for the best, praying for the best. But things can happen. So I'm gonna get ready to take all these supplements, drink this pomegranate juice, eat these Brazilian nuts, shower, and get ready for this appointment. I will come back and let you guys know what happened at the appointment. When I had my lining check before we left town, maybe 2 weeks ago, I want to say she said I was already like 7.5, so they wanted to be a 7 or above. I've never had any lining issues. I think last transfer, when I went in for my lining check before transfer, I was like at 11.2 or something like that. So fingers crossed that I'm just following suit this time as well. But I will check in with you guys and let you know how that went when I get back.